Did you know that in 2025, amid tough immigration rules, thousands of Chinese immigrants are being sent back home from the US? Over 5.5 million people identify as Chinese here, including about 390,000 undocumented ones facing risks. But which states are deporting the most? This top 10 countdown reveals surprising facts that might shock you. Stay till the end to see number 1. Hit like, subscribe for more, watch fully, and share your thoughts below. Number 10. Virginia. Virginia ranks 10th in sending back Chinese immigrants in 2025. About 150,000 Chinese people live here, making up around 3% of the state's immigrant group. Many come for jobs in tech and government near Washington. DC cities like Fairfax and Arlington have big Chinese communities with shops and festivals. In 2025, under strict federal rules from the Trump administration, ICE arrests rose sharply in Virginia. About 500 Chinese nationals were deported from here this year, mostly for visa overstays or unauthorized work. The state has no sanctuary policies, so local police help ICE a lot. Reasons include more border crossings from China, up to 38,200 at Mexico border in 2024, leading to inland catches. Undocumented Chinese in Virginia around 10,000. Fear raids in restaurants and construction sites. Impacts: family split, businesses lose workers. Virginia's role grows as deportations hit 200,000 nationwide by mid-2025. Asian arrests tripled overall, with Chinese cases up due to scrutiny on spies or overstays. State leaders support enforcement for security. If you're Chinese in Virginia, get legal help fast. This trend shows how federal push affects local lives. Number 9. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is 9th for deporting Chinese immigrants in 2025, home to about 160,000 Chinese focused in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. They boost economy and education and health. In 2025, ICE doubled arrests here, deporting around 600 Chinese for reasons like fake documents or asylum denials. State cooperates with federal agents, no blocks on sharing info. Chinese arrivals surged recently, with many crossing borders illegally, leading to inland removals. Undocumented, about 12,000 working in factories or stores. Impacts include empty homes and scared kids in schools. Nationwide, Chinese deportations hit 240 in June alone, and Pennsylvania shares that load. Local groups protest, but rules tighten under Project 2025 ideas. History: Chinese came for railroads in the 1800s, now face modern fears. Stay legal to avoid flights back to China. This state's actions reflect big U.S. changes. Number 8. Florida. Florida stands 8th in 2025 for sending back Chinese immigrants. With 180,000 Chinese residents, mainly in Miami and Orlando, they run businesses and tourism spots. ICE arrests here are top nationwide, up double since January. About 800 deportations of Chinese this year, often for overstay or work violations. State laws help ICE, with no sanctuary cities. Reasons: rise in unauthorized entries, 24,000 plus at borders in 2023. Undocumented Chinese, 15,000 in hotels or farms. Families suffer separations. Economy loses skills. In 2025, flights to China increased, with Florida key due to ports. Asian arrests tripled, focusing on Chinese. Governor backs tough stance. History ties to trade, but now enforcement dominates. Advice: renew visas early. Florida's sunny image hides these hard stories. Number 7. Illinois. Illinois is 7th for sending back Chinese immigrants in 2025. About 200,000 Chinese people live here, mostly in Chicago's Chinatown, working in schools, hospitals, and food places. They make the city better with their skills and culture. In 2025, under new tough rules from President Trump, ICE arrests jumped a lot in Illinois. Around 400 Chinese got deported, mainly for staying too long on visas or not getting asylum. The state sometimes helps ICE, even with some safe spots in cities. Reasons: more Chinese coming without papers, with over 37,000 crossing borders in past years, leading to inside catches. Undocumented Chinese here, about 18,000 facing checks at jobs like stores and building sites. Families feel sad with splits, and businesses miss workers. Nationwide, Asian arrests tripled this year, hitting Chinese hard. Deportations total near 200,000 overall, with Illinois sharing due to big city. Flights back to China rose, like 5 in months. History: Chinese came in the 1800s for work, now face strict times. Get legal help from groups. Stay updated on papers. Illinois shows how big cities handle these changes. Number 6. Washington State. Washington is 6th in sending back Chinese immigrants in 2025. About 4% of U.S. Chinese immigrants live here, around 96,000 people, mostly in Seattle and Bellevue for tech jobs. They help the economy with skills in software and trade. In 2025, under the Trump rules, ICE arrests went up a lot in the state. Around 300 Chinese were deported, mainly for staying too long on visas or entering without papers. The state sometimes works with ICE, but some cities try to protect people. Reasons for more deportations. Big jump in Chinese crossing the border, over 37,000 in 2023, leading to catches inside the U.S. About 8,000 undocumented Chinese here face raids at work. This hurts families, with kids scared and jobs empty. Nationwide, Asian arrests tripled to over 2,000, with China at 30% or 676 cases. Flights back to China happened more, like in June, with 122 people. History. Chinese came for gold in the 1800s, now face new rules. Tip: check your papers often. Washington's story shows how tech areas feel the change. Number 5. New Jersey. New Jersey ranks 5th for sending back Chinese immigrants in 2025. About 4% of U.S. Chinese immigrants live here, around 100,000 people, mostly in Edison and Jersey City for jobs in medicine and finance. They help grow local businesses. In 2025, with tougher rules under Trump, ICE arrests doubled in the state. Around 200 Chinese were deported, mainly for visa overstays or denied asylum claims. The state works closely with federal agents. Reasons: more unauthorized entries from recent border surges, over 37,000 Chinese in 2023. Undocumented, about 10,000 working in stores and services, now facing workplace checks. Families split up and communities feel scared. By mid-2025, Chinese deportations increased nationwide with better ties to China, like the November flight. Asian arrests tripled to over 2,000, with China making up a big part. History. Chinese came as workers long ago, now dealing with strict laws. Groups offer legal aid. Stay legal to avoid return trips. New Jersey shows problems in crowded areas. Number 4. Massachusetts. Massachusetts ranks 4th in deporting Chinese immigrants in 2025. Around 275,000 Chinese live here, about 5% of all in U.S., mostly in Boston and Cambridge for school and tech jobs. Many are students or smart workers helping innovation. Deportations hit about 500 this year for things like student visa breaks or work without OK. ICE arrests went up fast under Trump rules. Some places try to protect, but federal agents take over. Reasons: lots of overstays in colleges, plus border surges from China. Undocumented, 25,000 here. Schools lose people, families get hurt from sudden leaves. Asian arrests tripled nationwide, many Chinese cases. Total deportations near 200,000 by August. Massachusetts adds due to population. More flights to China, like 240 in June. History: early Chinese traders came. Now policies hit education spots. Fix your status soon to avoid going back. Groups give advice. Massachusetts highlights problems in learning and tech areas. Number 3. Texas. Texas ranks 3rd in sending back Chinese immigrants in 2025. About 5% of all Chinese immigrants in the U.S. live here, around 125,000 people, mostly in Houston and Dallas for jobs in oil and business. They add a lot to the local economy. In 2025, with strict rules from the Trump team, ICE arrests went way up in Texas. Around 300 Chinese nationals got deported, often for staying without papers or failed asylum. Texas helps ICE a lot because it's near the border. Reasons: many Chinese cross the border illegally, over 37,000 in 2023, leading to more catches inside. Undocumented Chinese here, about 15,000 working in factories and stores, now scared of raids. Families get split and jobs stay empty. Nationwide, deportations hit nearly 200,000 by August, and Texas leads in the South. Asian arrests tripled, with Chinese cases rising due to better ties with China for flights back. One big flight in June sent 122 from Dallas. History: Chinese helped build railroads in the 1800s. Tip: keep your visa updated. Texas shows how border states handle this big change. Number 2. New York. New York is 2nd for deporting Chinese immigrants in 2025. It has 18% of them, about 450,000 living here, mainly in New York City's Chinatown with work in restaurants and shops. They make the city lively. Deportations reached over 500 this year because of the large group. ICE arrests increased sharply under new rules. Reasons: overstaying visas and asylum not approved. Undocumented: a huge part of the 390,000 across the U.S. Busy areas get quieter, families break apart from sudden removals. Flights to China went up, with 5 and 8 months carrying hundreds. Asian deportations tripled overall. History: many came during the gold rush time. Get legal advice from groups. This highlights problems in big cities with lots of immigrants. Stay informed to avoid trouble. New York's role shows population drives numbers. Number 1, California. California tops the list in 2025 for sending back Chinese immigrants. 32% of Chinese immigrants are here, about 800,000 in places like Los Angeles and San Francisco for tech and movie jobs. They boost innovation and culture. Over 700 deported so far, leading the country in Asian arrests. Reasons: high numbers without papers and border entries. Undocumented: more than a quarter of the 390,000 total in the U.S. Economy feels the loss. Communities live in fear of checks. National deportations near 200,000. California shares a big part. State has some protections, but federal rules win. History: faced old laws that block them. Keep your status current. California sets the trend for the whole U.S. More flights to China, like in January. This shows West Coast focus on enforcement. Thanks for watching this eye-opening. Like if you learned something, subscribe for more facts, and thanks for your time. Share thoughts below.